Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. So, my name's Danielle. I'm known as the Divine Channeler. For those that are here, if you could let me know who you are, where you're from.
Danielle. I'm known
Excuse me, hang on. We're having a technical glitch. Let me know who you are, where you're from. If you're a regular, if you're new here, that would be fantastic. Bella, I think you're new to the space, so welcome. Hi, Jules. Nice to see you. Hi, Dale. Thanks for joining me. So I'll be here for the next hour and a bit, probably. And it's all about readings. So some free live readings, and then the Trance channel transmission is what we're going to do. So most of you are aware of the Trance channel transmission. Hi, Megan. Hi, Karen. Hi, Brooke. Brooke's new. Excellent. Thanks for joining me. Let me know where you're from. That'd be great. So just a little bit about me. I just want to pop it in a nice little bullet point form. Healing background, lots of education from spirit, as I use the springboard from the education space. Fellas in orange, that's not far from me. So with that, I learned a lot. Hi, Melissa. Glad you figured it out. I learned a lot from spirit regarding the healing practice, and then meditation classes. So I was asked to do meditation classes, and that's when, life's all about comfort zones, isn't it? And whether you're going to stay in the comfort zone or whether you're going to take that leap, hi, Dan, and get out of the comfort zone. So I was thrust into taking a meditation class. I just incorporated meditation into my healing practice with people on the table just to get them to relax that bit deeper. So I went from a space of hearing spirit, and then I would relay it. And now what happens with the Trance channel, because everything is so much more blended, because I've been doing it for years. So, and using, working with the archangels and everything. So I'm quite familiar with channeling energy. So channeling the Trance channel was slightly different because it's not them and me, it's more us. So with that, there's a blending of our energies, which means that my body is utilized for them to be able to express their guidance and their love. So I just become this vessel for all of this beautiful information and this energy to come out of. So they always leave my body feeling way better than before they come in. So it's a really beautiful and it's a sacred space to be in. So healing, meditation classes, Trance channel. That's where other stuff opened up for me as well. All my shamanic stuff opened up, where I soon discovered all frequencies from the darkest of the dark all the way to the lightest of the light. So with that, which was a bit of a dark night of the soul, I was able to not only sense, tune in, and even communicate if I wanted to, which I didn't do early on, because I had to work through a lot of my fear. Like, it was another very uncomfortable space until I found my feet, found my footing, and worked through my fear state so that I could work from just a love frequency. So now if I come across anything that's dense, and it generally tries to be intimidating, so it will get in your face and will kind of, scream at you and all that kind of stuff, and it just doesn't even register in my field at all anymore. So with that, I'm really thankful for that space, because it did teach me a lot and catapulted me as well. So that's where I was able to sense all those densities, but I was able to sense attachments, implants, and remove them, negative portals, disruptions in the ley lines, And I really I love all my work, but I really love the house clearings and the non-human entity removals from houses. So yeah, that stuff kind of floats my boat. So so hi Leanne, hi Antonina. So while I just give you a little bit of information on what I've got coming up, because we are at the end of the year. It has finally happened. It felt like it was never going to get here, and yet it has gone really fast. So I just want to let you know what I've got left for the year. The Psychic Pinup's here. Evening. Welcome. Oh, and she'll tell me very shortly. If you want to like and share, that'd be really appreciated. Because she's going to tell me in a minute anyway. So, because I always forget to do it. It's just a nice exchange of energy. Okay, so what I have coming up is I am going to Young. I'm going back to Young, which is really wonderful. I'll be at the beautiful Nell's studio, Flow Yoga and Healing. And I'll be there Sunday, the 27th of November, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'm doing a trance channel meditation. What you experience here is just a tiny little snippet of what we do in a full expanded class space. And we work more often than not within the DNA to clear a lot of stuff. And it's about your connection to spirit, your connection to self, and that empowerment and healing. So it's quite a profound space. If I say so myself. So it's only $40. There's still spots available if you are interested in that. And I do believe I could squeeze one more reading in too, because I have 3:30 p.m. on the Saturday. I have one availability for a reading. So I'm doing a full day of reads the day before. Okay. So if you are going to ask a question, I am a bit of a stickler because of the way I read, that you offer me what area you would like to go into. This is a different forum than face-to-face, obviously. And it just means that we get straight to the point. And I even ask for that in my readings, that you give me a breakdown of the areas that you would like to go into. So it's just how I choose to read. So I would appreciate if future, please. What area, Susan? What area would you like to know about your future? What area of concern or issues? Okay, what else do I have coming up? So this is really winding up for the end of the year. We've only got a class or two left for November, and then I generally hightail off to Victoria and do my 1 month sabbatical in my hometown in Northeast Victoria with my family. So there'll only be 3 weeks of classes in December, and then I don't come back until around the end of January. So if you are interested in the Trance channel, like I said, the Trance channel meditation and spiritual awareness classes, my saying is we don't do light and fluffy, we do the deep soul work. So if you're interested in doing the deep soul work and strengthening that connection, and it doesn't matter if you've got experience or you've got no experience, I find that the class just attracts who it needs to attract, and whoever's there is ready to receive the information that spirit is bringing through. So they're only $24 a class. And with that, there's a subscription as well. So there'll be a December subscription if you can't make a class, and it will go to your inbox every Thursday night, and you'll have 6 days to listen to the recording. And you'll also get a little written blurb on what it is that we've done in that channel. Okay, what else have I got on? So I do have limited readings available for the remainder of the year, bearing in mind I'm only kind of around for the next month, and I've got other things on as well. So if you are interested, you could just contact me. Contact details are below. And I think that, the other thing that I really love doing is these one-on-one sessions. So I've got soul guidance readings, but I started with soul guidance sessions. So I work with you with an intention. Spirit will guide me, and I will ask you generally quite direct questions. And with your openness, we just gently unpack what it is that you've come with and what we unearth as well. And then I'll be gifted kind of how we put it together. And then we'll do a trance channel where myself, my higher self, and, my team will be guiding you through a clearing and a healing process, which I'm quite involved in as well. Like I'll be hands-on from this end, if that makes sense. Okay. So that's me. I think that's everything I've got going on for the next little bit. So I'm just going to scroll up and see if we've got some questions. Now, Brooke's new as well. Welcome, Brooke. Let me know where you're from, please, if you feel comfortable. Okay. Okay, Antonina, the wellness expo you had the other week was great. Please have more with the speakers area. I don't know what you mean by that. We have 5 hours of stage presentations, which was pretty good going, and a heap of wellness advocates and healers and practitioners that were at the Alternative Health and Wellness Expo. It was our first one. Yeah, I would love to have some more of them. My heart is really invested in everything I do, but it is really invested in that, and I do hope that people will get behind it in order for it to succeed and grow. Okay. All right, hang on. Let me get my bearings here because I'm scrolling up and down. Okay, Susan's future and housing. Okay. So just give me a second to tune into your energy. And so I'm just getting the word flux, which is pretty obvious. But it's not just you that you're concerned about, is what I'm picking up, that there's other people that you have concerns about regarding the housing. And I've just got to get my brain out of it because we all know that the housing market is quite challenging at the moment for people to get rentals or, that it's quite challenging. You weren't in the flood area, were you? Because they're showing me water at this minute. If you can let me know, and then we can go from there. Hang on, we've got more. Unsure about future housing. When will I move into my house? Need to know when I'm going to move back into. Okay, no. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm being shown contracts around the house, and that the wait has been extended. They're giving me 2 to 4. I do hope that is 2 to 4 weeks, but it could be 2 to 4 months. I'm unsure as to what the issue is. I scribble while I'm doing readings, so just this is what I'm doing. I've got my pen here and I'm just scribbling, writing stuff down. Yeah, so they're just saying delay, hold up. Um, so your job is to just breathe and allow everything to fall, like let the cards fall where they may. That's what I'm hearing. Let the cards fall where they may. More often than not, when we get uptight and anxious about situations, it locks the situation. So your job really is to just relax and start to breathe. I know there's contributing factors to the move having to happen when you need the move having to happen, but it's about this allowance that that you will be taken care of regarding the shifts that need to take place as they need to take place. Okay, I know that sounds like, yeah. So your job is to breathe. Yeah. So I hope that helps, Susan. Oh, Brooks from Albury, that's down near where I grew up in Port Bunker, northeast Victoria. Okay, Antonina, what's this about? Hang on, I'll read this one, it's bigger. I can see. I have been triggered big time yesterday with mum going to hospital. She's doing okay, but the anxiety was huge as I needed to get an update from my sister that I don't speak with. Do I go to Sydney to visit or keep a distance? Okay. Okay. So, I can give you advice here because it'll be more spiritual advice than a reading, okay? When we avoid conflict, the issue still remains, okay? So the it's just a matter of where you are within yourself. You've acknowledged that you've been triggered. So it's about you doing everything you can to get yourself back into your center, to process the feelings that have come up for you, and to be as centered and grounded as you possibly can be. If and when you do choose to go to Sydney, I feel like that you would be missing out on being the person that you are if you were to stay away. Ask the universe to navigate some space for you to be able to go and see her, that the sister's not going to be there. So, we can ask for that. But the whole thing is the trigger and coming back into your center and non-avoidance. Okay. I know it's tricky. I have spent years and years and years working to get more comfortable with confrontation, because it's about you having your own resolve, speaking your own truth, and not being attached to the other person's projection or their reaction. Okay. So it means that you can just stand in your own truth. Okay. So I hope that helps for you, Antonina. And yeah, just obviously, if there's a few issues in the family unit, then it's family's always going to be one of the biggest challenges that we have in our life. We've chosen this family unit for a reason, and they're well and truly going to be our triggers and our lessons. So, yeah. So all you can do is send your sister love, okay? And just untangle yourself, because there's a lot of thought processes and feelings and stuff that you're projecting out there as well towards your sister. So it's a good idea to do a bit of energetic cleanup regarding that. So, oh, we've got someone from Young. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome. Okay. So I'll only be doing readings for so long, like for a certain amount of time, and then we'll switch to the trance channel transmission. Rachel, any messages from my angels? That's funny. I work with the angels all the time, but I don't tend to. Let's see. Let's just plug in. I'll ask. Okay, so because I work with them all the time. So straight away, I've got Raphael coming in. So Raphael sits within the green ray, and he is about healing. Let me just see what his message is for you. He's saying, be kind to the one whose heart is always so tender. So he's referring to you. Be kind to the one whose heart is always so tender. Okay? That's beautiful. And what I'm seeing, what I'm being shown is basically like the Ace of Cups, where just constantly receiving divine love and it's just flowing over. So that can be symbolic of you, but it can also be symbolic of you needing to open yourself up to receive more light into yourself because you're very giving. Okay. What was the other thing they showed me? I've lost it now. The cups. Yeah, be kind to the one whose heart is so tender. So, time to look after you. I hope that helps and I hope that makes sense for you. Oh, thank you. Excellent. Yeah, thanks for getting me out of my comfort zone. So, it's always good. Ah, okay, I'll just go back up to the top and I'll see how many I can get through. And anything on the job front, Dale? Yeah, okay. So I know Dale, so I'll always disclose if I know someone and I've got a bit of background information. Now, having background information can actually make it more difficult, but I actually find that it's easier for me because I'm already plugged in to their energy. So I actually, yeah, I'm a bit weird like that. Readers normally find it more challenging. So, yeah, and look, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know because it does feel like whatever is out there is unsatisfactory. It doesn't soothe your soul or support your soul, which, yeah, we kind of know that. I do feel like you've got a opportunity, and they're saying surprise. Okay, a surprise coming up in the next couple of months of something that will fit your uh, idealism of work and your spiritual work. So I feel like there's something coming up where you could do. I'm feeling like 3 days, maybe 3.5 days a week that will be, I know this is going to sound weird for you, but that will be joyful for you. You're actually going to enjoy it. I have no idea what it is. And I do feel like that's coming up in the next 2 to 3. Okay, are we going 2 to 3 months or are we going the second or third month? 2 to 3 months. Okay, so in the new year is, yeah, February, March. Yeah. So I really hope that happens for you, and because we're friends, I'll find out. Okay, Vella. I'm really concerned for my son in putting I'm really concerned for my son putting my house on the market after Christmas. Will he be okay as he's quite mentally unstable? Okay, so this is a bit of a tricky area because as psychics, we're not qualified to be able to offer any advice regarding his mental health. Okay, let's see if Spirit has any information for you, though, regarding the sale of your house. It feels like this sale is a necessary move for you, and sometimes that sacrifice can be a little bit overwhelming when there's other contributing factors at play. So it's general advice, but they are asking you to trust in the outcome. And what I'm seeing is for you to focus on just a huge amount of light that's just over his head. Okay, just offering him this light that will help him to find his way. Okay, because it is up to him to find his way. So I hope that helps for you, Vella. Oh, thanks, Susan. Thank you. Spot on. I can't remember what I said. So it's not my job to remember. So I'm glad that helped. Thank you. Oh, Vella, I've only just seen this. I plan to travel to just find myself and my new path in life. Exactly. You have to choose you. So you just have to trust that everything else will find its little place. I'm just seeing the jigsaw puzzle sliding into the jigsaw. Okay. Whether it's your jigsaw or his jigsaw. Alrighty. Julie. Okay. Now, I know Julie. I've known Julie for many, many years, but I haven't spoken to her for a really long time. So we are well and truly overdue, my lovely. I'm riddled with guilt after the death of a dear friend. I told her I would not let her pass alone, and I wasn't there. Okay. All right. I'm feeling this one in the feels. And I know how much, I know how, I'm going to say stubborn, but with that stubbornness is that that conviction that you're true to your word. So I understand where you're coming from, that you weren't able to fulfill what you said that you would do. Now, spirit's a funny thing that you don't get to choose. So your dear friend chose the moment that they were passing, and they chose to do it without you there. Okay. And it's not a reflection of your relationship. It was, huh. So I'm hearing it was the path of least resistance. So, in other words, it was easier for her to go, or he, I'm feeling she, it was easier for her to go without you there. Okay. So, I know it doesn't make sense a lot of the time. And it is an honor to be with someone as they're making their transition and crossing over. I've been lucky enough to be there for the kids' grandmother. But it can also, the person that's here that's passing, they can also hang on because everyone's around as well. So just trust that everything has happened according to plan, and it's just that the plan didn't line up with what you thought that you were going to be able to do. But there is no guilt, there is no pressure, there is no anything animosity from the other side at all. There is nothing but a sense of freedom. I'm just hearing I am free, I am free. Okay. So I hope that helps, Jules, and make sure you give me a buzz. Yeah. Antonina. Okay, thanks for that. It makes perfect sense. I just don't want to go out of obligation. And by all means, you shouldn't. Okay. You've got to do you. Stand in your own truth and what your beliefs are. Dan. Hello, lovely. Do I go for the job? Do you go for the job? Not a psychic question. Okay. You can go for the job. You can choose not to go for the job, but you won't know if you don't go for the job. So the choice is totally yours. The thing is, by going for the job, it could open up for new opportunity and possibilities. And I don't feel like this is the only job that you've been looking at. So I feel like there's either a bit of a transition in your work and maybe branching out into something within that umbrella. So by all means, go for the job. You've got nothing to lose. Okay. Because you can always say no if you get it and you don't want it, or you can say yes. Okay. But you won't get that option if you don't go for the job. Okay, Melissa's back. Rachel, thank you. Absolutely. I can't even remember what I said, so thank you. Oh yeah, that was my Raphael's message. Thank you. Thank you. Hi Tammy. Evening. Okay, Antonina says thank you, makes perfect sense. Okay. Dale, thank you, Danielle. I was getting 3 days too. I must be patient. Yep. Patience is a virtue, as they say. Okay, Vela quite understands. Thank you. Naomi. Oh, Melissa's saying the expo was great, I think. Yeah, I'm so glad you could make it. You were just buzzing around, soaking it all up, all booked in. It was wonderful, and that's what the event's there for. So I'm so happy you made my day. Naomi's new here. Would love some guidance on career path. Okay. Naomi. Okay, so there's a sense of feeling stuck at the moment, and that your heart's kind of not in what you're currently doing. The thing is that we've always got options, and sometimes we get a little weighed down in the fact that we're just earning money, doing the Monday to Friday, the 9 to 5 kind of thing, and it just we get a little heavy in the space. They're showing me to think about, so to add some brightness, they're saying. So I'm seeing it as a almost like a manifestation board is what I'm seeing, that you pop yourself somewhere and then that you have all these different directions that you could possibly, that you would like to go on, because I do feel like you've got a number of different options. And when you open yourself up to a diverse range of opportunities, then the path will be made clear, is what they're saying. Okay. So I feel like you've got struggling with my words tonight. I feel like you've got a fairly solid skill set. Okay, that's what I'm feeling, and I'm feeling like that skill set can be placed into a number of different vocations. So that's what they're saying, to think about what it is that you would like to do. There is a possibility that you will be doing a little bit more training, and it could be online. I'm hearing online, and I feel like you would be quite thirsty for that. Like there's this feeling of engagement and sinking your teeth into it. So and by opening yourself up, then you've got all these beautiful opportunities, and the way will be made clear, is what they're saying. So I hope that helps, Naomi. Okay. Brooke. Brooke, will I meet and start dating someone special soon? Okay. I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at my story. So the thing is that each relationship that we have, and it may not necessarily, if we're single, then it might be with our girlfriends or male friends, or our family, the lessons that we need to learn will come our way anyway. So more often than not, our romantic relationships are about us expanding our well, it's about highlighting our wounding, and then hopefully we have enough awareness that we can actually move through it. Okay. They are giving me a 6, so I'll get straight to the point with what they're saying and then give you a bit of solid advice regarding relationships. So I am getting a 6, so that could be, well, it's not far off anyway. So the 6 month is June, and if it was 6 months, then it'll be just before June anyway, because we're nearly in December. So I am getting a 6. It is important that you focus on you. The most important relationship you will ever, ever, ever have is the one that you have with yourself. So if you find that people are taking advantage of you all the time, then personal boundaries and being able to say no and being able to speak your truth will be focus. Okay. So if you can use these next 6 months to focus on you wholly and solely, and don't even worry about Mr. Whoever's coming, to focus on you and focus on how you can develop and grow and be the best version of yourself possible, then you're going to draw to you the best version possible for the version of you at that time. So if we sit here unresolved within a lack of self-worth, self-love, personal boundaries, and I've been there before. I've attracted one hell of a narcissist, was my last relationship, and that was over 10 years ago. So, and I've been on my own since. So for me, the 10 years is, and I'm not saying you're being on your own for 10 years. Mine was very specific to what I needed to do spiritually as well as healing. So, to get kind of where I am now. So yeah, your focus in the next 6 months will be you, lovely. Okay. And do what you need to do. You already know where I feel like you're quite giving, and that sometimes that you and her, I've been guilty of this, that you tend to see the good in people when they're not showing a large amount of positive traits. So that is your red flag, and that is something that if you can just take a breath and go, well, hang on, that overstepped my boundaries, and my boundaries are really important to me, okay, because that's how I value myself. Alrighty. So I hope that helps, Brooke, and good luck in the next 6 months. Brooke says it's been a while. It's not a bad thing at all. It really isn't. Okay, Naomi's given some confirmation. Thank you. Definitely makes sense. That's good, because none of it makes sense to us as readers because it's your information. So, okay. 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 Bella, yes, I believe it's my jigsaw and I need to make the leap. Maybe cutting the umbilical cord is the best option. Like I said, to find my own path and learn to love and be loved. I appreciate your insight. Thank you, Bella, for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. Liz McCrystal, just prefer a specific question, please. Excellent, Jules. Please ring me. I'll be around tomorrow. Okay, Dan's got smiley faces. She's laughing. So thanks, Dan. Love your psychic. Okay. Oh, Melissa, this is a big question, lovely. And this is a big thing that you've just popped up here. So yeah, I'm going to go to tears. I'm just going to say I love you. Okay. I truly mean that. And yeah, I know your path has just taken a bit of a U-turn. So I know Melissa. I'll let everyone that I know Melissa. Let me just see if there's any guidance. They're asking you, and I just, this is a very uncomfortable position, because who am I to say what you're meant to do? Okay. So in saying that, whatever you do will be right for you. Okay. Because it's your path. So if you want to kick and scream and you want to jump up and down, or you want to just be happy, or you want to ignore it, or you want to whatever, that will be exactly whatever you need at any given point. Just bear in mind that that will shift and change over time. That this space, and I just want to be incredibly sensitive. I know that it has shown you a lot. I know that it's taught you a lot, and that in a way it has given you a lot. I do feel that it will continue to give in that capacity, and you will get an opportunity to be completely, it's like everything will just dissolve. All the built up emotions and all of it. And you will become unfettered, just not fixed down or locked down by anything. So I'm plugging into the gift of it. And I know it's a weird thing to say, but I know your thought process on this, and I know that you understand what I'm saying. So, and I hope that anyone else that's out here watching can understand the that it's said with love. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. You're an amazing woman. You really are, and you're really gonna acknowledge in what this journey will show you more of you. You at your most purest self, without all the hats and the masks and the traumas and the wounds and the facades and the bullshit that we tell ourselves. This is you. I'm trying to find the right word because they're not the right words. Becoming you. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I'm very lucky to know you, Melissa. Thank you. Okay. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Because I know you've got the right, I know you've been through a lot, but I know that you get it as well, and you're going to get it on a much deeper level in the coming months. Okay. Okay, hide that. Okay, alrighty. We're pretty much, looked at the clock and it's 44 minutes and 44 seconds. Alrighty. So we might, on that note, go over to a trance channel. So thank you everyone for joining me, and I do hope that you stay for the trance channel. It is very near to my heart, this work, and it is an honor and a privilege to be able to do it. Now, in this space, I take a big leap off the cliff, and I don't know who's coming through, and I don't know what they're going to say, because when they speak, that is the first time that I'm hearing them speak when it's coming out of my mouth. So that's how much we've blended. Like I said before, I used to hear it, then say it. Now it's I say it and hear it. So with that, there will be a change in the tone of my voice, depending on who I bring through. Archangel Michael is quite deep and crackly, his tone. But then if I channel something like the Divine Feminine or, Mother Mary or one of them, then it's, you can see that my voice is quite mid-tone, I would say, is light and very feminine. So it's always good. So far, excellent, fella. Thank you for joining us to stay on. It is always such a privilege and an honor. So yeah, I have, like I said before, I work with the archangels in my healing work, and worked quite strongly with them for a long period of time. And then when all of this opened up, I made an agreement with Archangel Michael that there was, when I first started channeling, that there was not one energy that was to come through me unless it had passed through him first. So he acts as my doorman. He's my security guard, and he watches over me. And the thing is, when you first start channeling and trance channeling, um, depending on your frequency, so for me it was quite some time ago, and I was in that dark night of the soul stuff, and I had all that dark energy going on and learning about all of that stuff. So it did, I did have a little howdy doody moment one night where I had an energy come in that wasn't meant to come in. So it was after that that I made this agreement with Michael, and my frequency has shifted as well. So there's nothing dense getting in at all. It just, yeah. Oh, Chantel, nice to meet you. You're staying on as well. Thank you. Okay, so has anyone here witnessed a trance channel before? Doesn't matter if you haven't. All you need to do is just open yourself up like you would in a meditation. There is no limit between this space here, where I am in my living room, and your space. So the channel is multidimensional. It will work from here to you listening at exactly the same time. Okay, so there's definitely no limits. Yeah, when I do a trans-channeled meditation and spiritual awareness class, I will plug in and they will give me a bit of a download, like just like a brief. They give me this tiny amount now. They used to give me heaps, and now they give me this tiny amount. And that's a good thing because I get an outline. I'll explain that to class, and then it's like the, for want of a better word, but the guts of it will come in during the channel. So there's no disruption with my brain, okay, interfering with anything. So, all right. So we just ask that you be open, that you uncross your arms, your legs, that you get yourself comfortable, that you close your eyes, remove any distractions, turn off your phones, unless you're watching it on your phone here. Or put it on do not disturb. So, and all you have to do is just be open and breathe. That's it. Okay, so they will talk you through. Like I said, I don't know who's coming through. Just give me a minute to switch gears from the psychic space into the trance channel, because it is a bit of a leap across, and I will bring through whatever guidance they have. They could talk for a bit first, and share information, and then they might get us to do something, which is normally what they do. But it could be anything, because it could be anyone. Okay. So the channel will normally go anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. Okay. Alrighty. It's very windy here. The wind's just picked up. Okay. They're just saying that these are perceived as troubling and turbulent times, that there appears to be many unknowns, unknown quantities in people's lives. They're just referring to every step that you have taken has been one of trust, even from the moment that you began, that you learnt to walk. And this is no different, is what they're saying. Okay. So, them communicating with me in this way, with me still being present, is a really nice way to begin to blend and merge the energies. So, it's like a stepping stone for me. Welcome. Welcome, my brothers and sisters. It is I, Michael. It has been some time since I have been before you, and yet I am with you whenever you call. I can be everywhere at any moment, for we are beyond time and space. We are here whenever you require us. So we ask that you call, that you ask, that you sit with us, that you open yourself to receive the answers that you are seeking, the guidance, the support, the love that you are desiring. For most of you, you may already understand that this information, this guidance, this support is already within you. And for us and many of us that are with you, we are shining the light on who you already are and what resides within. You can be so fixated on your specific location, job, your body, your viewpoint on where it is that you should be and what it is that you should have and what your life should look like. Well, we ask, who is living your life? It is you, and it is as it is exactly meant to be at any given time. So if you are unfulfilled, then we ask that you open yourself to the possibilities that there are options available to you. To not see the restrictions or the limits or the losses and get fixated in those spaces, in that energy. For your frequency will dictate a lot of what you draw towards you. And we understand that this can be troublesome at times. We understand that the burdens may be so heavy that you cannot see a way out. But what if you focused upon options, positivity, that you shifted your emotions, that you shifted your mindset, if only for a few moments each day? And what if you surrendered all of your troubles to us, to your team in spirit? What if? Do you strongly believe that you were placed upon this earth to be in a state of suffering? Is that your belief system? And if it is, then how can you fix, transmute that belief system. How can you change it? It is not from outside influence. It is not when you win the lotto or when you find the house or when you get the partner. It comes from within. You hold the key. You are the one that creates. You are the co-creator of your life. And like we said, focus upon the possibilities and then view the possibilities and take some form of action towards them, whether it be that you take up education or get a volunteer job or something part-time when it's full-time that you desire. For the universe says they want more of this. Do you see? Do you see how it all fits together? That you are the key to the changes that you so desire in your life. That when you release the heavy burden that you have been carrying, the fixed mindset, the heavy emotions, that you may be able to see an alternative. And we would like to offer a transmission to open your heart to receive the richness that you so strongly deserve. And is there somewhere in your narrative, in your story, that you believe that you deserve it? Or do you believe that you do not? These are key. You are the key. So I, Michael, and the Legion of Light are entering into your space, with your permission, of course. And I, Michael, stand before you with the Legion of Light surrounding you. And I, Michael, open my heart. And I send light, rays of light, just gently towards your heart. And the rays of light will shine upon any barriers, any limitations that you have around receiving. And you may see these as doors or walls, barricades, locks. And you may like to say, I accept. I accept the light, as the light will gently permeate through the first layer. And then you may like to say, I accept the love. I deserve the love. I am love. And feel your heart beginning to receive. I deserve new opportunities. I am open to new opportunities. I am open to receive. Just feel the light moving deeper and deeper through the barriers, the limitations. I deserve love in my life. I deserve to love myself. And in loving myself, I can truly love others. I receive abundance on all levels. Abundance is not just monetary, it is in every aspect of your life. And I deserve it. I am open to abundance. I trust myself. I trust that my decisions lead me forward. I am good enough. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am enough. And just feel the light permeating through any and all layers, barricades, limitations that you have placed around your heart. And this light may begin to move into other spaces, other energy centers within your body. And just allow it now to flow exactly where it needs to go. For as it moves to your solar plexus, it may be about your empowerment, your will. Or if it moves to the base, then maybe it is about your stability, your survival. Allow the light to move where it needs to, while repeating to yourself, I accept the light. I accept the love. I accept the opportunities. I accept the abundance. I lovingly receive. I gratefully receive. And then the other key from being open and knowing is that you allow the universe time to bring forward what it is that is ready for you in the next part of your life. That you surrender the busyness in your brain connected to the outcome and allow everything to come in divine timing. You are not alone. You are never alone. So we ask that you call to us in your lightest moments, but in your darkest moments too. And you may like to visualize now what it is that you are longing for yourself. To take this moment when you are full of light and love, to send that light towards a desire. So if you are thinking a new job, see yourself that you are fulfilled, that you are happy that you are stimulated, that this position is rewarding. If you are looking for love, see or feel the type of relationship that you desire, one of openness, receptivity, connection, communication, equality, compassion, understanding. Whatever it may be, take this moment to add light to the possibilities. For it is all there waiting for you. And that at each moment, from this point to that point, will be valuable. Valuable to your growth, your expansion, your understanding. And just feeling the joy and the love within yourself. And when times are feeling heavy, bring yourself back to this moment. Replay this procedure, this process for you at any given moment, regardless of your thoughts or your feelings, your emotions, have the ability to come back into your center, back into a state of love, to not be overwhelmed and overburdened or be stuck. You are never stuck. We see you in the light that you are. We know your light, for your light is the same as our light. We are from the same light. And we love you. We love you dearly. So we will send collectively, I, Michael, and the Legion of Light now will be sending you a transmission that will be coming in from the outer edge of your aura directly into your heart, permeating through all layers. And this will be a transmission of pale pink and platinum light, cleansing, uplifting, clearing energy to help recalibrate your energetic field for the current times. So just take a few deep breaths as we will begin. Like a divine warm hug. a hug that goes deep beyond the skin, deep into your soul. And we ask that you restore the faith in yourself, for we have faith in you. We have enjoyed being with you, as we always do. And as we gently step aside, we ask that you bring your awareness back into the breath, back into the body, back into the space that you are in. We ask that you take the quiet moments and as many moments as you need to call yourself back, very gently and very slowly, as you become aware of the space, becoming aware of the noises, becoming aware of the breath, becoming aware of the weight and the position of your body, becoming aware of the clothing upon your body, and just calling yourself back, calling all aspects of yourself back into your body, creating some gentle movement, wriggling your hands and toes, taking a couple of deep breaths, having a stretch, and when you are ready, opening your eyes. Okay. Thanks, Melissa. Just helps to put everything into perspective, doesn't it? That we can so overburden ourselves with outcomes and decisions, and how open are we really to receiving? And that, I'm going to say exercise. It's not quite an exercise, but that channel will help highlight where a lot of those limitations are sitting, within your body, within your wounding, your core wounding, all that kind of stuff. So thank you everyone for sticking around. If I'd love to hear feedback. Thank you so very much. You're welcome. Marianne, thank you. Thanks for showing up, Marianne. That was lovely. Thank you. Oh, look, got Emily here too. Hi, Emily. Yet another on-point message. Thank you. Your stuff is so synchronistic, though. Even in class, it's like, oh, I've pulled these cards for class, and then we finish class, and they're like, bang on, exactly what we've done. It's just, it's fantastic. Okay, Naomi says, amazing. Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Dale, thank you so very much, Danielle. Just what I needed. And me too. Like I get all of this before you guys do. So it's giving for me as well. Ellen, hello. Beautiful, thank you. Thanks for joining. Tammy, thank you, darling. Very powerful. Thanks for coming, Tammy. Vella, I felt so engaged, and the tingles that went through my body, I really felt this presence in the light. Yeah. It's good like that. It's good stuff. So if anyone is interested in, doing more with me and more with the Trance channel, like I said, we've got classes Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll just quickly pop that up. 6 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. online. No limitations whatsoever. So as you can feel everything here in this forum, same thing with class. So yeah, so if you're interested in that, if you want a one-on-one session, they're available as well. Soul guidance sessions where we gently unpack everything and get to the nitty-gritty and help heal and release. Readings are available. There won't be much left. The year is wrapping up. So if you are interested, I suggest you get in quick and we can book you in advance. Melissa, thank you. So she's just talking about the classes. They are fantastic. Yeah. Vela was amazing and I'd love to be involved. Just send me a message or let me know if you want to join whatever class. I'll send you a welcome email and we can go from there. Oh, go Emily. Thank you so much. Heart, just opened my cards and got abundance. How's that? Golly gosh. Can't make that stuff up. That is something that you will find us psychics and people in the biz saying all the time. You can't make this stuff up. It is phenomenal. Yeah, and if anyone's in Young, I've got one reading left on the Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Saturday the 26th. Otherwise, you can catch a in-person trance channel meditation and healing session at Flow Yoga and Healing by Nell. Beautiful Nell is opening up her space, and it is just, oh my God, her space is exquisite. So I can't wait to get back there and work in her space. That is it from me. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined me tonight. It makes my heart really full and I love doing this work. So yeah, I will most likely be back in 2 weeks. I will let you know. My head hasn't even kind of gone that far yet. While I'm just realizing that heading to Victoria is only around the corner, which means Christmas is only around the corner. So I haven't quite wrapped. I'm still in decompression mode from the year as my events have come to a close. So, okay, Antonina says, I fell asleep again. I'll have a message in my dreams. Yeah, maybe you will. You can always watch it on the replay when I stop this live. So you can fast forward and go and do it all over again. All right, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and your energy and your interest, and I look forward to connecting with you all very soon. Okay, be kind to yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye.